Hi guys, it's me again, Jessica, aka the Sacred Rebel, and I am back with another video on a topic that is sometimes it's not often talked about. It's also like kind of like overlooked with like a lot of like kind of like I want to say gray areas, but I feel like there's a better word, but if I could think of it, I will mention it later in the video. As you can see again, I am here back on the ground on my lovely, I don't know what this is, but it's like a daybed mattress type of thing that is not supposed to go on a daybed frame, but it's just there. It's like a large rectangular lounge pillow. Got my plant buddies right here. Don't mind the light in the back. It shouldn't really bother the camera too much. This is just a grow light for like my lovely flowers. And if you guys follow me on my Instagram, I also have this little snail that has been staying in the house for the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. He's just been chilling on the leaves and whatnot. Sometimes he moves from like pot to pot, and I think it's kind of funny that he's just like kind of like just he's just like chilling right there. I would show him on the camera, but I don't want to disturb him. But other than that, I want to get into the video. Now let's didn't even shake that. Burn some. I got some Palo Santo. I get it, my Palo Santo, from my friend. His name is Jim, aka the Holy Mountain Healer. That is his name on Instagram, and I believe he has a YouTube channel, so if you ever want to like check him out, you can. So we just gonna I love burning Palo Santo. It's, I don't know, it's just something about its energy that is very cleansing to me. So, put that down right there. So, this video, I'm not trying to make it too long. I'm trying to make it, you know, straight to the point and concise. Maybe at a later date, I'll make a longer video and go into like in-depth details about this. Now, I wanted to talk about toxic positivity. Now, this is something that like popped up, you know, actually last night. I was supposed to make a different video on a different topic, but I am not at the place right now, not ready just yet to talk about what I originally want to talk about. But I do want to get into toxic positivity. What is it? How do we approach this? You know, I'm talking about like there's like tactics and stuff that you can do to like protect yourself from like, oh, positive vibes. But no, well, I'm just gonna briefly touch on it. So I wanted to talk about this because like this is something that I see quite often, and it kind of ties in with my last video about spiritual narcissism. Now, toxic positivity is basically when a person is kind of just not, you know, acknowledging the bad, and basically like how does it affect interactions between, you know, people like family and friends and whatnot. All right, so what exactly is toxic positivity? Toxic positivity is basically when a person absolutely refuses to, you know, feel the bad and always want to feel good. And what I mean by just refusing to feel like the bad, it means that basically, you know, if a person was like going through like grief, of course you'll feel that grief. If a person was going through like a loss, you know, loss of a job, loss of a friend, of course they're going to feel, normally people feel that loss. Normally people do get into like, you know, times of like, you know, depression. But when it comes to like toxic positivity, it's just that these people, it's kind of almost tied in with the spiritual narcissism. With toxic positive people it's that love and light only bullshit. And I'm just gonna say it right now. Like, to basically like sit and always say just nothing but good vibes, love and light only, refusing to like acknowledge any negative aspect of a situation or someone else's situation, that is, I don't know, that is like toxic as fuck. I mean, with themselves, obviously they're not acknowledging like any terrible situation that they're in, but when it comes to like someone else, when someone else is in a terrible situation, they don't know how to go about, you know, talking to that person, or know how to reach that person or show empathy towards someone else's situation other than your own. It's usually people that are like, what's a good example? So like, say for instance, like if someone came to me about my grandmother, you know, she passed away a couple of years ago, and someone came up to me in that moment where I was like feeling like broken and defeated, instead of being like, I'm sorry, is there anything I can do for you to help you out? They'd be like, oh, don't worry, she's not in pain anymore. And they'll try to make light of the situation. And it's like, what the fuck? Or like, if someone's having like, you know, they're in a bad situation, you know, like maybe their marriage is failing and whatnot, you know, they'll come in and be like, hey, at least you're getting divorced from him. Don't worry about him anymore. Positive vibes only. And it's like, that's not showing empathy. That's just like, sorry, my nose really itches. That's not showing empathy. That's just like, you're kind of being an asshole at that point. And I'll admit, I'm not perfect. Homegirl has done that before, where like I try to like uplift someone constantly, be like, oh no, everything be all good, you know, we got this and that, instead of just being like, hey man, that sucks. Is there anything I can do for you? Do you wish for, you know, me to sit with you until you get through this shit? Would you like some food or something? Like I said, this was like old me from like a long time ago, and I learned that, like, you know, being like positive all the time is just, it doesn't work. But anyways, as I was saying, it's like I said, toxic positive attitudes, but like I said, toxic positivity is toxic. That's basically it right there. It's very toxic. And I'm not saying that, you know, people who are always positive are bad people. I'm just saying that they just lack the empathy and acknowledgement of their own, you know, personal, you know, feelings, you know, especially dark feelings. Instead of just addressing them and, you know, letting it out, they just tend to like hold it in, hide it, and try to be like this like god of ray of sunshine 24/7, and then they try to extend it out to other people's. And honestly, there's going to be you're going to come across that one person that's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then you're not going to know what to do, because you lack the empathy, you lack the knowledge to like try not to pour sunshine on this person's day when they're already not feeling it. So instead of just like trying to like dump all this ray of sunshine on a person, just sit right there, hold an umbrella while it's raining on them, keep them dry, be like, hey look, I'm here for you, I got this. That's all you gotta do. I mean, it's not much, but that's all you gotta do. But as to like, you know, your approach for like these type of people, honestly, your approach to them is just minimal. Just be like, hey look, thanks for trying, but I need to like process my feelings, you know. You don't have to come at them, you don't have to be a cutthroat and like gut them or anything like that. You just basically be like, thanks, but no thanks. You know, I gotta sit and process these feelings. And if they want to talk to you further about like your feelings, you can, you know, if you got the time. But that is it for this video. If you guys can, please like this video, comment on like anything from like any other topics that you wish for me to talk about, want to touch up a little bit. Other than that, if you want to keep updated, because I will now be updating this channel, you know, a little bit more regularly. I just like had life threw some lemons at me, and I was being, you know, a catcher trying to catch all these lemons. But yes, click on the bell button to like get notifications after you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.